we should be fine. We should be live, we should be fine, we should be live. Let's see. Yep, seems good. I already started. Before I started the stream. I got sucked into the code again. But yeah. Let me, I think I should first go over the off-stream changes. Because this is... Well, currently... Hold on. Let me make this not broken. Alright. And then I make it... Anyway. That's fine. Have this. And then we're gonna multiply this. This doesn't have to be a vec3, but whatever. So currently... if I place down a light here, I press relight, nothing happens. Why? What did I change that broke this? Maybe this value? This is supposed to just work. No, what did I break? Oh, I'm using the wrong block. That's what broke. My brain broke. I'm supposed to use the log. There we go, yeah, and I can revert this value. Okay. Okay, so this is what I've been up to. You place a block that emits light, and woo, you have light. That's amazing. Here's the little test scene generated by Flower. He's been doing some terrain gen stuff. And yeah, the light just, you know, it lights up. And everything else is really dark. You can't really see anything there. I might have to make that a bit lighter. Well, it's pretty good, I would say. The relighting takes too much time. With this big scene, it takes like 1.2 seconds. So I'll have to... I mean, I guess the first pass also could be optimized a bit, but what I really need to do is basically just update the lights when I remove or add blocks. Right? Because currently, even if I relight this, I don't think, yeah, it doesn't get rid of that. It only cares about new lights currently. Add one there, relight, boom. And only caring about new lights is fine for now. So I'm trying to nail the look of them instead of the functionality. But I guess I could also I do the actual light system stuff this stream, where it's like you propagate light changes instead of recalculating the entire world on demand. Yeah, because currently the approach is basically to bake the lights, I guess, and there's nothing dynamic about the lights. And what I was trying to do, I was trying to mess with the curve. To like make the lights a bit better. But I didn't get it to work yet. I don't exactly know how I can make it work either. But that's why we're here, messing around, figuring stuff out. Because I'm sampling this curve and I don't know how exactly I'm supposed to do it. Supposed to do it like this, or the other is 0? I don't know. Doesn't seem correct. Yeah, because it just has like some default light everywhere. And I was just like, no, we're not supposed to do that. What if I do these both? Both steps, but not the default light level. Will this make it work somehow? Nope. I'm just lacking some critical understanding, I feel like. And that's never good. Oh, this looks a bit smoother, I guess. But relighting does nothing. Yeah. So I'm guessing it ignores the other component of the sample. And it only uses the first one. That's fair. Yeah, and this is what the lights look like. If you just look into pure lights, like it's like these values never get touched or something, you know? That's really strange. I guess could be my curve being bad. And also modifying this curve. Oh, actually changes real time. I have been blessed. I have been blessed. Before, like, changing all these things, it didn't change anything in real time. Now it does. Bug. So what made that be fucked? So this is fucked. That's not fucked. Is it this? Okay, it's that. For some reason, like this side samples from the wrong side. Huh. If we do that. Okay, so now the light is inverted, but that's fine. Let's make this be always on top. Let's still boop. Does it like sample outside of the texture or something? Okay, it appears to be so. So how I sample this is just fucked. I can work with that though. Like, I have not figured out what my values should be. When I generate this light data, I'm kind of just winging it. And this is what you get for winging it. Also, I should make... Okay, I need to do two things. First of all, I need to invert this curve. Second of all, I need to make this a multiplication. And for that, I don't need to make that a vec 3 anymore. Wow. Let's go to the grass world. This is so much better for testing. Okay, it's not entirely correct. Always on top. Okay, so it is that side being sampled wrong, I guess. No, this is the dark part. I don't... Oh, it doesn't have to be like this. Am I adding the default light level to this? No. Hmm. There's something screwed up about how I'm sampling this. I have a theory. it just this being too high? Shouldn't be, but you never know. Let's put down a light. Let's bake the lights. It is still not good. Yeah. No. What is on top? That is very strange. But I think the values are wrapping around a bit. Make this a bit more tame. I did save the rust code as well, that's good. Let's just try it like that. Load. Placed on this. Rebake. That's not good. Always on top. Like both of these change which side I'm sampling. Does this need to be 0 on both sides? Doesn't seem to work. Okay, what are the arguments? Okay. And this should be 0.0.1. Kinda wonder what this will do. Not grass, a log. You know, this is a lot smoother, but it's not correct. I always want to move this to my other screen, but then I remember that the stream wouldn't be able to see. You know, this curve makes sense. This doesn't make any sense. The light values here should be all zeros. Or do we just not write anything to the light? I think it might be that. Hmm. I just realized that I'm hella hungry, but I'm gonna keep going. And at some point, I do have to eat, but it's not yet. Not yet. So there should be 0 basically everywhere. 0 times whatever, it should be 0. Would we not visit every position or something? Hmm. I mean, this function shouldn't have to touch those positions. They should already be 0. Like in the data itself. I'm just gonna spam the console, but whatever. I'm just gonna get the other value. I'm only gonna do this with the small. Oh. Oh, I don't. Okay. If I do this with the bigger world, I'm gonna get too much output into the console. That's still too much. Yeah, we're just basically just getting all zeros. Which makes sense. But we can still see. Anything else except zeros here? Okay. I'm gonna make a simple if statement here. Cargo build. I just realized I never went through the off-stream changes. I just started coding. Lol. Anyway. Okay, so 16 is a bit over 1. But yeah, I am clamping my values to be generally within the 0 to 1 range. Might as well actually clamp them to that range. I guess better late than never. I can go through the off-stream changes. I don't know if I did go through this. Anyway, we have some different textures. We're not using Brian's textures anymore. Basically TLDR, I just worked on the lights. Let's go. It's got a bunch of stuff here. Light data struct. Some functions for setting light and getting light. Nothing too complicated. Yeah. To be honest, the meat and potatoes is this function that I'm working on right now. Well, I mean, that I'm debugging right now. We go through the entire world. We find every single light source, right? So it's blocks with the material 6 right now. We don't have like an actual light source block. So logs emit light. So we find those, and then we just propagate the light outwards in a breadth first fucking like propagation, whatever, or breadth first search, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically it. And there's like, yeah, there's one check missing from here. That's fine. Anyway. So I might as well clamp the values. That's what I was thinking. think that's what I want to do. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, RJ, Okay, okay, I'm gonna have to take a moment to parse your name. Actually, I never did this before. RJ Jones. Okay, okay, it's not that hard. I think I'm just gonna call you Jones, if that's fine. And it's going good. It's going good. It is going good. I am just trying to figure out lights. Basically, that's all. It's trying to somehow map these values in a way that makes sense. Where's my 16? Yeah, 16 to 1. That's good. And that involves shaders, which are not my strength, but I'm trying to work with them because I kind of need to. Let me show you the actual world. So here, let me place down a light source and relight, and boom, we have a world with some kind of lights. Yay! We're still missing skylights. We're missing skylights. These need to be like smoother. Like the stuff, how would I say? Like the light values have to like go smoother the darkness, and the darkness shouldn't be lighter than the edge of the light, which is what I'm trying to figure out right now. But yeah. And I have to make a proper light propagation algorithm. Basically, this means right now I go through the entire world and calculate all the lights everywhere. But if I just remove one light, what I should do is just remove this one light, right? And I can do that. Like, that is possible. I shouldn't go through the entire world and recalculate everything, because only this one thing changed, right? But yeah. And the cool thing is, I can actually change this curve texture and it changes real time. And this is like a thing that usually happens with Godot, but for some reason, um, most of the things I change don't change real time. And I don't know where the issue is. It might be somewhere in my Rust code thing that I'm doing. But yeah, I don't know. This looks very big brain. People say that, but how would I say? It is not that complicated. That's my response every time. Um, yeah. Because all I do is I have the light source and then we go one block into each direction. And like the initial value is like 16, then this is 15, and then we go out, this is 14, 13, so on. You just flood outwards and you stop if it's not air. And after that, you just have to inform the rendering side of what the light values are. And bada bing bada boom, you have voxel lights. Also, the like removing light and propagating it. It's I don't fully remember how it's done, but I know it's also pretty simple. Like there's very simple rules for how you do it. Yeah. How's your game progressing? Did you stream today? Or I think you're still planning to stream later, if I remember. Like if you stream every day, then that's what I would assume of your schedule. Yesterday I was visiting my cousin with family, and yeah, didn't have the time to stream or energy, to be fair. Okay, okay. Fair, fair. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Nope. Actually, you said that you watched Dune, and then I started thinking like, oh, is that a video game or something? So I like have that little like connection in my head. But I do realize they were talking about a movie now. Oh, yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, I closed the game. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What is it about actually? Why is everything full bright? What happened? What should I do? Oh, what? I somehow broke everything. Hmm. You know, it's not broken. I mean, it is, but differently. It's very interesting. I have no idea how my lights are broken. Or why they're broken. I know I can see how they're broken. Let me not touch this. Yeah, I mean, that's what basically living my life online does. You know, talking to a lot of people who speak English. Yep, kind of lose the accent over time. For context, I live like 20 kilometers from the nearest grocery store, so it's like, yep. Viral interactions? What is that? Like, these values seem fine. This is all good. These are 0. These are whatever. Also, the games that I like. Mm, well, evidently, I do have some, um, you know, fondness for Minecraft, right? At least the versions that I grew up playing. I like making stuff in. I don't know, why that came to my mind, but yeah. See what else? What else? I mean, Rocket League is hell awesome. You know, a competitive game. I actually, I'm not gonna leak my Steam, am I? I'm not. I don't know which screen it's gonna open on. So, wait. Oh, okay, it's on my other workspace. Let me bring it here. Oh my god, I can't. Okay, there we go. I did it correctly the first time. Now I can show my screen again. Yes, I do use Linux. Um, Windows decided that I shouldn't be able to use my computer. Um, like some months ago. I mean, last year. It has been a while, honestly. Windows has decided, no, fuck you. You don't get to use your computer anymore. And then I was like, well, fuck you too. I'm gonna like take my files and go over to Linux. And that's that. here we are. And honestly, it works great. Um, like there's some technical issues sometimes, but it's like I don't know. I had something that I usually tell people where it's like, oh, this is the thing that actually like if you are considering switching to Linux, like this is what you should consider. You know, like a negative thing, but I honestly can't remember it. Um, I really wonder what it was. Hmm. Don't know. Well, I mean, the only thing is that, well, I mean, I'm using an Nvidia card, and well, yeah. To be fair, I did like if I use the latest drivers, then I have some issues with Minecraft specifically. But if I use like the second newest drivers, then everything works. It's all fine, right? And there is a strange issue on my system actually, where if I watch video, then my refresh rate or like the FPS of at least this project specifically like gets capped. I don't know what to, but I just know it's not as smooth as it is right now. I'm using a 144 hertz monitor, right? Um, and it's always fun to try and debug the refresh rate issues because sometimes I'm thinking, is it just my eyes or is this an actual problem? So yeah, there are some quirks, right? But Windows also has its quirks. Um, like it wouldn't be fair if I just complained about Linux all the time and was like, oh yeah, Windows might be better. Theirs is different, and Linux is no spyware, I would assume, whereas Windows is kind of spooky. Anyway, you asked me about games that I like. Cassette Beasts, very good. Deep Rock Galactic, very good. Devil Daggers, actually, very good. Peglin is decent. Boomerang X, also very good. And a game I completed lately was on The Witness. I still haven't 100%ed it, but it's a very cool game. Oh, let me see. I know you like horror stuff, so I'll start with Devil Daggers. Let's see. Are there any? So yeah, I think the Steam page will just be better than going to image search. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Um, I like action more, right? It's I like the gameplay. We have this gameplay. There we go. So you know you have things spawning, and you just gotta kill them and not die. Yeah, yeah. Devil Daggers is actually hella based. Hella based. It's a very cool game. Oh. Also realized that I'm leaking my Steam now through the web browser. Whatever. Don't care. Is this the gameplay one? No. But yeah. And this is also a different action. You throw a boomerang and you can like zap to it or whatever. It's a lot of fun. Stuff like that. Action is cool. And Rocket League is basically soccer with fucking rocket powered cars. Well, to be fair, the profile picture is only because like we used to have like the Amogus meme as our profile pictures, and then our names were like crewmate Nero for me, and like crewmate, and then like name for my two friends. And now we started another joke where it's like, okay, what is also cringe that people might comment on that we can use? and it was actually my suggestion. I was like, fucking, let's go. Jujutsu Kaisen. Let's use that. One of my friends is already like, we can switch to another thing. Yeah, I don't know if I would unironically use a anime PFP. So I have my snowman that I like to use. Anyway. Boom, boom, boom. Let's try this. Let's just clamp it to 0.01. I hit the wrong key. Let's see. Relight. See what happens. Okay. All this time. I think. Oh. I might have just realized what the problem is. Let's not do the clamp. Let's load. This fixes it. I kind of thought about this before, but then I didn't. Actually, no. I'm dumb. I'm not sampling the texture at all right now. Damn. Imagine. I thought I fixed it, but I'm not doing the correct thing. To be fair, your Godot is very fast. Mine takes forever to load. Yeah, I don't know. It might be an issue with like your specific system or something. And maybe because of the project. Like if you but the rust shouldn't affect the load time because there's this additional stuff on top, right? But if you have like an empty project and you try to load that, does it take a long time or is it fast? Yeah, this doesn't seem terrible. Might be because the curve. I just fixed it by this 0.01 clamp. Wait, I'm not even doing that. What? It just works now? I have no idea what I changed. Oh, no, I do remember. I do remember. I changed this. I changed this to repeat disable. Yes, that is what I did. And if I disable this, then I should get the same issue again. Holy, my mind is falling apart. That's what this feels like. Let's place this down. Always confirm. I always like to confirm that why stuff breaks. Yeah, now it's broken. If I remove that comment or uncomment out the code, let's load the world. I do like how it takes like a bit over half a second to load all this. And we do this and it's not broken anymore. Yippee! Yippee! Oh, that's great. Yeah, basically, it's let me show you the remote tree. So I have this node called global blocks, which it's just a voxel grid, right? And it has a bunch of mesh instances. And these mesh instances hold the shader. Like here's the material override, and we have our lovely little thing here. And I just realized why changing this value doesn't like change it everywhere, because this is copied by value, not reference. I would need to copy this by reference somehow. Yeah. I'll have to investigate that. But changing the curve changes everywhere because it's a resource. And yeah. Oh, but yeah, every single chunk has this mesh with this material, and the material has the shader, and I just okay, broke that. Yep. And if I go to the remote tree now, I wish there's still so many. It shouldn't be that many chunks, I don't feel like. Let me think. Did it not update or something? Hello, Godot? Godot is not having a good time right now. Oh, yeah. I think Godot wants to crash. Lately, it has been doing this where sometimes it decides, nope, you're stinky. I don't want to work. Oh, now it works. It just didn't want to receive my clicks for a while. Okay, that's fair. This many. I don't have that much going on. Well, anyway. Well, I have a bunch of air chunks surrounding. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So I was thinking, like, this structure shouldn't, like, use that many chunks, but I also have, like, air chunks surrounding, I guess. I don't know if that's a good thing, but doesn't matter. There might be a memory leak here somewhere where I create unnecessary meshes. Yeah, but I mean, if your load times are bad, even with like an empty project, then you might want to troubleshoot that. Because it shouldn't take long to like launch Godot, right? Like it should be pretty fast. Like if I open well, to be fair, if I open build sprint 1, then it will take a while. Let's see how long. And the project manager likes to think for some reason. We click this, and then we do have to do a bit of waiting here. But it's open now. But if I launch this game, then this is gonna actually take a while. But it's because of my shitty code. Also have a 10-year-old CPU. Well, my computer is 7 years old already. Or 8. Don't remember exactly. But the CPU that I got was pretty new at the time. Like Ryzen 7 something something. Yeah. But Godot is very lightweight. Anyway, what am I up to? So I fixed the lights. Let me load this world. So now I want to modify the curve. So it's not bad. This is not the worst. But we'll go to the shader. We don't actually need this default light level thing, because the curve is gonna control the default light level. It shouldn't matter that much, because like Godot, the editor itself is like, you know, it's like 35 megabytes or something. So, you know, it doesn't take that long to read it entirely into memory. I'm not sure if Godot does that, but you know, you could try that. I mean, you know, troubleshooting, just try different things, right? And what works? Yuppie. That's basically it. Where's your project located actually? That's the more important thing. Is your project on a hard drive or a SSD or NVMe? If you have like a lot of assets and they're like on a slow hard drive, then yeah, it's gonna take a while to like read them, right? Anyway, if I erase this, it should be good. Yeah. This is what I've been looking for. I can just tweak the light of the world. Let's make it be 0. There. Hmm. I have no idea what this should look like, because this is bad. I want this to be... Not make that exactly 0. Or, I guess it's the slope of this that matters? Oh. Getting somewhere. Yeah. You can definitely try it. And, also, quick question. Are you using version control? Right? This is a critical question. Like, for example, assuming that you don't know what I'm talking about. All the changes that I make, you know, I have a little nice Git client, and it tracks everything that changed in the project. No, I mean specifically, do you use version control and, you know, Git, basically? Do you use Git? That is the question. But, if you make manual backups and you don't use Git, that's, like, fine. Okay, I can give you a quick, like, Git crash course, right? Just this is, like, how to say, when you start using Git, I'm not saying if you start, when you start using Git, this will save your life multiple times, right? It just will. So, you know, going over basics, like, you know, here, and I would also suggest, like, get GitHub Desktop. It's a, like, okay, so first of all, the terms, I guess. So Git is a piece of software developed by the same guy who made the Linux kernel, right? So Linus Torvalds. The Git is just, you know, a command line piece of software. GitHub is a website that's centered around using Git. And GitHub Desktop is software made by GitHub that is basically a graphical interface for Git. Anyway, all that aside, you just need some graphical client. I recommend GitHub Desktop. It's really good. And you know, I can scroll up and down on my history tab and I see all my past changes. That's gonna make more sense in a second. So right now, I have a bunch of changes here. And these are, sometimes Godot likes to change these UIDs. You just commit these changes, you don't care. But let's see. Okay, so in flycount.gd on line 37, I have this change, right? Because I temporarily wanted to disable saving. So I wrote and false on this line. So let's go there. Let's minimize that. Flycount.gd, line 37. So we have this change here. If I, like, remove this, well, if I try to go back there, it's not going to be visible anymore. Let's just write, like, a comment here. Then we will have this here. Like, it's telling us, oh, you changed this file. This is the change that you did. And let me just commit that. And now it's in the history, right? We have this, like, change on the record. And I can always go to the previous commit and, like, make a branch from here. Every single commit here is a restore point, basically. Right? You can go back to any of these and start working from there. Right? Or, like, temporarily go in and copy some file, bring it back. You can also make branches, but that's, like, you don't really need to know this. But yeah. But the basic is that, you know, you make small changes and you can commit, like, big things, you can commit small things. But every single commit is a restore point you can return to, and it doesn't use much disk space because it only stores this part, right? This change that you did. That's the only thing that's stored. So it's basically backups on steroids, right? At least if used correctly. But yeah, there's definitely, you can learn more about Git, like from YouTube and whatever. I feel like I was just rambling the whole time, but there's some truth there as well. Maybe some valuable information. The TLDR is please install Git and learn how it works. And yep, you can get it working. And then also you can upload your code to GitHub, so it's like backed up on GitHub servers as well. And if you ever want to collaborate with anyone, Git makes that very easy. Like you see here, I have commits from someone else. They have the same project on their disk. They just make some changes, they upload those changes, and then I download those changes. And it just kind of works. And, you know, of course there's some specifics to learn, but it's worth it. Also, Flubby, hello. How are you doing? I see you two know each other from somewhere else. Aye. Also, funny thing is, Jones, it was either your follow or the person before that who pushed me over the limit for like the affiliate stuff. So I could actually just become affiliate right now if I wanted to, which is pretty funny. I feel like I cheesed it. Yeah, but I don't know. That also means that the viewers would get ads, and I hate the Twitch ads. Like, if I'm on a stream and I get an ad, 90% of the time I just close the stream immediately. Yeah, but if it's not a Twitch specific one, I don't know if it works. How much do you watch Twitch? I do also have ad block, but like at least for me, Twitch embeds the ads like directly into the video stream, right? Basically, like what it means is I'm watching the video, right? So let's pretend this game is the video stream, right? What Twitch can do, they just fucking modify the video feed and I get the ad, right? And then the stream itself will be like in a little box somewhere without audio. It's like, but that's the separate stream. Okay. Yeah. There are some workarounds. Yeah. So I think that workaround is basically tell Twitch that you're some other device. And you know, because there's some devices they don't want to give ads to. So you just tell Twitch, hey, I am this device. And they're like, okay, no ads. Pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that's the workaround. But it might, like, they could just make that not work at any moment, basically. Like for YouTube, it's pretty hard to do the thing where they just insert the ad into the video stream. Like it doesn't really work. For live streams, you can do that, right? And Twitch does that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to expect the viewers to have ad block configured for Twitch. I don't have it either. And yeah. And there's also some like government benefit stuff where it's fun stuff. TLDR is if I make money then I might basically get slapped on the wrist, which is really confusing. It's like, please get a job, but also don't make money before that. So yeah, it's like next month I'm gonna have a conversation with like a person who knows stuff and is in charge of stuff. It's like works at our government agency, and I'm gonna be like, hey, can I try making money here and not get fucked? And if the answer is yes, then I'm gonna have like third-party donations first, And if that doesn't work out, I might try affiliate. We'll see. We'll see how things work. It's all very, very fun stuff. Anyway, my lights don't look like ass anymore. And that's good. It's like, not the best. Also, why is this darker? This shouldn't be this way. That is very strange. I think I'm propagating my lights incorrectly somehow. Not sure exactly how this happens. Let's look at the algorithm. Also, let's first commit. First. Let's see all the relevant changes. We changed our max light. We changed what emits light. We want these changes, but I'm just gonna remove the if statement so it doesn't mess up my commit. There we go. We want all of these changes, and then we want to go here. Light curve. Yep. I can remove this one line. Let's just clean this up a bit. Don't think I have to do this clamp. So, that was not the issue. Oh, let me load the world that I meant to. So this should be fine now. If I place this log and then I relight, everything should look fine. Yep. I need that clamp. That's good. Remove that. Yep. That's fine. And also, this is like, when I make my commit, it's like a good moment to check everything and make sure that I only put in changes that make sense. I do need these changes as well to the material itself. Yep. What do I call this commit? Aye. Lighting progress, I guess? Lighting progress. Or... what I actually did, I just made the lights look better. How did I make them look better? I mapped the values differently, I guess? Oh yeah, true. True. Map light value is better, and now I can go to my to-do list as well. Do. Lights. Yep. And this is basically done. I can remove that. That's good. Go over the commit one more time. Makes sense. Push. And now it's also on GitHub servers. I will not lose this work. It's very unlikely. Aye. What? I didn't commit everything. Oh, that's funny. Well, let me amend this commit. Yeah. I fucked up the commit anyway, but it's fine. Now it's properly saved. Let's see, what else do we have on the list? Yeah, so needs the proper propagation logic. Yeah. Ay, 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 ay. I guess I'll get started on that. But first, I need to fix the lights being like bad in the first place. So when I placed the log earlier, that's very strange. I don't know. That's a real issue. Fair. I don't know. For me, it's way easier to like go here, and just like look at the changes and like select specific lines. And I do that a lot, right? I very rarely just push everything, like commit everything. So I would have to, I don't know. I feel like it would be more clunky on terminal. I'm very much a GUI man, GUI man. I've never heard a good argument for using terminal for Git. The only one is that it's my personal preference, quote unquote, and that's valid. But yep, how do we walk this light? Wait, why is this lighter than this? I don't understand this at all. This doesn't seem to make sense. Or then it does, but I'm not familiar with how anything works. Will it be different now? Nope. Hmm. This here. This is puzzling, to say the least. Mm-hmm. I usually read in the terminal for most of my work, so it's convenient. That's fair. That is fair. I can see like the world where like when I write Rust, this is my setup, right? I have this command as the latest command, and then I just write. And yeah. I could see like doing Git stuff here directly. But I don't know. I guess I'm used to this, and yeah. Yeah, I'm just used to this. That's it. I could probably use Git on the terminal and also like review my changes there and whatever and do everything. But it might be just 100% preference. Like there's no objective truth to either method. Except that GUI is better. um Hello, Matthew. Hey, fellow game dev. Looking super interesting. Are you coding this in literally Rust language? People say stuff sell. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm using Rust. Like there's some parts that are GDScript, but like this light system, for example, that I'm like wondering if it's working properly or not. Like this is made in Rust, and all the like removing blocks. This doesn't look good because these aren't relit. Placing blocks is better right now. But all this like placing the block, keeping track of where it goes, making the new mesh for the chunk, that's all Rust. All Rust, my friend. And I can actually show you. I can show you like the point where we go from GDScript to Rust. So there's still code here. Feed inputs. So we have this function here. This is my own custom function. We just take our movement values I converted them to integers because I like integers. I could just pass floats, but for determinism reasons, I don't want to use floats. I still do, but I'm getting rid of them someday. You know, we give the inputs, we give the rotation of our camera, some more inputs, and which block we're holding, right? So the inventory system is in Rust still. And it might be in Rust for the foreseeable future. But anyway, let me go here. And the procedural generation is in GDScript. Because the thing is, I'm not looking to make a Minecraft clone. It might happen like accidentally because I'm doing voxels, right? But I'm gonna go through this first, and then I'm gonna expand on that point, right? So here, you know, we take in the inputs, and we just assign them to an entity, and later, let's see, inputs.jump, for example. Here we actually handle the inputs. So, you know, if we're jumping, we're modifying velocity, and, you know, if we're placing or destroying blocks, we raycast. Raycasting needs to be redone, but whatever. But yeah. All works. But basically the idea, I'm gonna turn on full bright. So I'm not inconvenient. Actually, no, I don't have to turn on full bright. I just need to modify the curve. Where's my curve? Atlas material. Open. There we go. Curve. Open. And now, I make this always on top so you can see this. I raised the... Well, okay. This is a bit scuffed, but it works, right? So we have our game here. I'm gonna relight this anyway. So the idea is to have a tool that I can use to make, like, custom maps with, basically, and like custom games, right? And the game that I'm planning to make is a game about liminal spaces, you know, like exploring them and whatever. And yeah, like the existing 3D workflows out there, you know, like Open Blender, like Change the World and stuff like that. I don't like them. First of all, I don't know Blender enough to like make maps efficiently, and I would rather code my own tools than learn Blender, apparently. So here we are coding a voxel like engine, I guess. So that I can just make maps, you know, just placing blocks and whatever. You know, it's fun. Like this is good. Like displacing stuff around, that's all good. Fun stuff. Yep. Yep. Like there's tons of other tools also for like making maps. You know, environments, whatever. But I like being in the space itself, like as the player character, and just being able to modify it instantly, right? And seeing the changes instantly, being able to move in the space instantly, being able to move in the space as you place things, you know? It's like the feedback cycle, like the iteration time, feedback cycle, whatever. Iteration time is very low, and I really like that. Don't worry, I am not artsy. These textures are not made by me, actually. They're made by Flower. The person that I'm working on the liminal space game with. Gotta be specific. The engine is all me. The game is ours. Yeah. I know. Um, it is like just make some parkour stuff. Yep. I mean, to be fair, like the stair stepping, for example, right now is very smooth already. I still have to make a tutorial video. Let me show you actually. If I have my smooth stairs function, I'm gonna disable smoothing for a second. And if I step up now, you can see how it's not as smooth, right? we kind of jitter up and down as we go up the stairs, and it's not good. And I'll turn that back on. But with smoothing, it's just we just go up very smoothly, very smoothly. There's like a very slight micro jitter, but that's fine. But yeah. Basically, the whole idea on the stair smoothing is that your camera goes like up instantly, and then it doesn't go up at all, and then it goes up instantly. Of course, that's going to create a jittery motion. So you want to smooth this ascent over multiple, like physics sticks. Yeah, and it's the case here as well, right? You kind of like, do this kind of movement. But if you think about it, like if you jump, like if you were, of course, like if things are in real life a certain way, it doesn't mean the game has to be that way. But if you think that in real life you have a flight of stairs and you fucking just jump, like you are gonna take fall damage, right? Like that is gonna happen. You don't do this. You have to be careful around stairs. You just walk them down. And I could maybe have something where you go down a bit smoother. Like you're glued to the stairs, but honestly, I don't know. I think this is fine. Yeah. I have some memory of like rolling down some stairs and being completely fine. Um it's like something kid bones are like titanium or something. It's crazy. You can just do all sorts of shit and just get away with it. Ay ay ay. Yep. And then get older, then get up from bed. Critical hit. I don't have that yet, thankfully. And I'm trying to do some exercise stuff to hopefully prevent that from ever being a real issue. But well, prevent it from being a real issue soon. It's eventually gonna happen anyway. But yeah, what was I doing? I was modifying the curve. Oof. I don't know. For a very long time, I used to wake up really well. Like I woke up and I was just like, snap! Instantly, this day starts. And I think part of it was I had a very rigid like waking up time. Um, I kind of messed it up for a while, and I'm trying to get back into it. Right now, I'm just staying up late a bit too much. But I'm hoping to get back to the thing where I wake up and the day starts immediately. Yeah, it's possible. It is a possibility. This doesn't look terrible anymore. Oh yeah, okay. No, I actually remember the real thing that I was tweaking. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the follow as well. Um, Damn. Please hear out of here. I would like to ask what you're working on, but I understand if you have to go. I always like hearing about people's projects. Yeah. Thanks for hanging around. Oh, okay, okay. Nice. Good luck on it. Alright, you too. Have a good one. Yeah, this should not be this way. It is lighter than this. I think. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna re-enable saving. I'm gonna save this world. And I'm gonna check. Okay, I'm gonna re-enable saving. I'm gonna save this. Now it's saved. And I can remove this light. I can load. We have the same thing. Okay. Now we're gonna re-disable saving. Where was it? I think it's right here. This is not good. I don't know if it's the curve or if it's the actual values themselves. Now we want to hit this, expand this. Here we go. Actually, we don't do this. I want to make this so I don't have to change a lot every time I do this. This is good. Oh. Oh, let's just comment these out. Now we should see the right raw light values. Yep. I relight. Okay. I think this is an issue in the propagation algorithm. We go further from the light, and for some reason this is lighter than this. I have no idea why. This should never happen. Can I just make this flat? Relight. And now it's fine. So for some reason, it's the fact that there's a gap here that, like, fucks it up. Okay. I think I know why. I don't know why this specifically screws it up, but it does. Yeah. Actually, I think it makes sense, perhaps. I don't know. Well, anyway. Okay. I've just named these a bit inconsistently. That should be get light, not get light level. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fix this issue. This is gonna be a bit of a shorter stream. I'm gonna fix this issue, and then I'm gonna start thinking about heading out. Maybe. Or that means drink more water. Do we have a good way of getting the light level? I mean, I guess we just do get light. Yeah. think this is correct. I just do that. Continue after knowing that this is correct. Yep. I think this should work. I'm thinking, do we do this or do we also do like this? Let's check this first. I feel like I should have some backdrop on the chat so it's a bit more readable. Anyway. Load the world. Relight. Let's see. Looks better, honestly. Yeah. Doesn't have the same issue. And if I disable this check now, then I should have the same issue. Takes a while to compile, but that's fine. Load world, relight. And this also looks a lot worse. Yep, I think that was the bane of my lighting system up until now. Yeah, because Flower also thought, like, oh, this looks a bit wrong. They were right. Yep. It just kind of works right now. That's cool. I would have to devise some tests to know if this is more correct or if this is more correct. Or then I think about the logic. So okay, so we're at some position. Let me go into the game so I can think about this better. Let's say we're like here. We take a look at our neighbor. If our neighbor is of a higher value than we are currently, then yeah, we don't want to go there. And if also they're the same value, we don't want to go there. If they're lower than us, if they're one lower than us, so let's say the light level here is 5, and here's 4. Yeah, we still don't want to go. Yep. Yeah. Just it's what we want it to be anyway. So this avoids useless work. Nice. But oh, I see. This should have taken care of this, but I'm doing this last. Okay, here's a theory I have. I can do this. This is already visited. We don't really want to do anything, right? Let's test that theory. If it's already visited, we just want to continue. Oh yeah, else. This should also work correctly. Load, relight. Yeah. Seems correct. And I should be able to remove the light level check. And this should still work. Yep. This is the correct order for everything. We build again. Let's see if it's broken. Oh, it looks broken. Okay. I don't get how this breaks. I would have to like step through the algorithm, the logic, but it does still break. So we do need this check. That's fine. But this also, I very much like this more. Where we first check if we have visited this position. We have, then we kind of just ignore it. Yep. There might be some problems here eventually, but for now it's fine. Like if I'm propagating light instead of just relighting everything, this might need some changing. Also, I should restore my shader to how it should be. Load, relight. Wahoo! Is this correct? It doesn't look correct. Did I rebuild? Thinky. I didn't. They're definitely running lower on energy. That's fine. We check this, we commit, and we head out. The pace is slowing down. And it's more effective to take a break. Yeah, this is good. Alright. Now we commit everything. Relevant. We don't need these empty lines. I guess this is first. Yeah. Tweak the curve. That's fine. Don't need this. Alright. Yeah. I hate how technical this sounds. But it's the correct way to say this. I could say like fixed light fill algorithm, but it's not the same. What I am doing is light propagation. But I hate the word propagation. I wish I had a simpler alternative. Well, anyway. That's all good. I think we're raiding someone. Oh, did I forget to change to do? let's check the to-do first. Here's to-do.text. So I have not done this yet. I've not done this yet, not done this yet. This is maybe... this is gonna be the thing for next time. This time was spent on making the lights not suck ass. And that's important. It's gotta look good. Yeah. Yep. Let me open twitch.tv and let's check where we go. Genus is online? Are all Jones online? Oh, there's like already 3 people that we could raid. Also, there's Matthew who was in chat earlier. Let's see, are you live as well? You are. There's too many choices. I think... Damn. Okay, you're playtesting. That's fine. Well, I can say Genus is like if you want, you know, pure Rust technical stuff, go check him out. Poor Little Pigeon is doing like some Godot stuff, like Atari style graphics on a game. I don't know if he's working on the like the stealth game right now. But I think we're gonna give a raid to Matthew. You know, he was here hanging out. Maybe might be expecting this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll go there. Yeah. You'll have a good one. Sorry for the lower energy stream, XD. Wah.